We are rolling out the Dave Campbell's Texas Football Associated Press Top 10 in 2A Division 1, starting with the Knights of Lindsay, the number 10 team in Dave Campbell's Texas Football. An 11-1 year from last year. This is a team that has an absolute firecracker offense, led by their quarterback, whose name is escaping me right now. Oh my gosh, who's the Lindsay quarterback?
If you wouldn't have teed it
I
up,
know,
I would have
the
just
problem
knew
is, hold on, I'm gonna get this. It's escaping me at the moment. Cole Shuckers.
There
I'm sorry,
we go.
He's got that lettuce.
Shuckers.
He's got that lettuce. Outstanding hair, outstanding quarterback, and outstanding
great
team
set
for
of hair.
Lindsay. They start the year number 10 in Dave Campbell's Texas Football. Number 9. The Hawley Bearcats are the number 9 team in Dave Campbell's Texas Football. Very excited to see what Hawley is able to do this year after last year's 10-3 run, ran to the regional semifinals before falling to Cisco. Plenty of skill positions back, players back from this Hawley team, but they do have some offensive linemen to replace. That's going to be a key component for Hawley, but we like what the cut of their jib. I like Hawley as a number 9 team. Number 8. Let's go to the wide open world of Region 3 to talk about the Garrison Bulldogs. I like this Garrison team a lot. Bringing back 9 starters on both sides of the ball, a remarkably young team that ran all the way to the regional semifinals last year. They have returning starters at every single position, which is impressive. They have to replace a couple of linebackers. They do have a new another year under this new staff. This is going to be very interesting to keep an eye on. Garrison, the number 8 team in Dave Campbell's Texas Football. To number 7, the New Deal Lions are the number 7 team in Dave Campbell's Texas Football. A disappointing 5-4 season last year, ending in an upset loss to Olton in the first round of the playoffs. But this is a team that figures to be very strong. They bring back all but 2 starters on both sides of the ball. This is a team that I think has plenty of firepower. They've got good size. They've got good speed. They've got pretty much everything that you want. Maybe not as deep as you'd want, but I think this is a strong year for New Deal, the number 7 team in Dave Campbell's Texas Football.
That revenge tour vibe about them.
To Region 4 we go. The Mason Punchers are the number 6 team in Dave Campbell's Texas Football. Last year, a bit of an up and down season for the Punchers, coming off of their state title. But this is a regional. This is a team that I think is going to be one of those triumvirate of squads in Region 4 that is going to make a run. This is a team that I think is going to be pretty young. But there's a lot of hope in Mason that this is a year that the young guys are going to step up. I like Mason this year. Keep an eye on them, the number 6 team in Dave Campbell's Texas Football. Into the top 5 and over to Region 1 we go, where we find the favorites in the preseason. The Cisco Lobos, the number 5 team in Dave Campbell's Texas Football. Last year's regional finalist, I think, is going to have a very impressive squad this year. Quarterback, offensive linemen, they look really, really good. This is a Cisco team to keep an eye on. I believe they start the year favorite in Region 1. They start the year number 5 in Dave Campbell's Texas Football. To number 4. The Crawford Pirates are the number 4 team in Dave Campbell's Texas Football. Of course, a state semifinalist from a year ago. This is a squad that I think has a chance to be really special. They need to find a quarterback and get a little bit better and be a little bit bigger in the trenches. But this is a squad in Crawford that is absolutely loaded with pedigree. 6 starters back on both sides of the ball and a winnable region there in Region 2. I like Crawford a lot. They are the number 4 team in Dave Campbell's Texas Football. Into the top 3, where we find one of the biggest surprises from last year, the Timpson Bears, the number 3 team in Dave Campbell's Texas Football. The state semifinalist from last year brings back a ton of playmakers. 9 starters on offense, including super sophomore Terry Bussey. This team is going to be legit at 2A Division 1. Keep an eye on Timpson, the number 3 team in Dave Campbell's Texas Football. Number 2. The Shiner Comanches are the number 2 team in Dave Campbell's Texas Football. Of course, the defending 2A Division I state champs bring back a lot of exciting playmakers, including the Brooks brothers, Dalton Brooks and Doug Brooks, back in the mix. They have a couple of pieces to fill, but this is going to be a fast, physical team that should challenge for another state championship. They're the number 2 team to start the year in Dave Campbell's Texas Football, which means there's only one. The number 1 team, the Refugio Bobcats, start the year top-ranked in Dave Campbell's Texas Football, coming off of a loss in the quarterfinals to Shiner last year. This is a team that brings back a ton of speed. And 9 starters back on offense, 7 starters back on defense, and one of the very best coaches in America in Jason Herring. They start the year number 1 in Dave Campbell's Texas football, the Refugio Bobcats. Of course, complete rankings and expanded rankings of every classification in the state at texasfootball.com/subscribe. Subscribe to get your 2021 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas football.
Thanks so much for watching that video. If you would like more and to be notified when they come out, go ahead and click that subscribe button right down there. You can also watch Texas Football Today every day live at noon on texasfootball.com, Facebook, Twitch, and right here on YouTube. For more of the best coverage of Texas football in the Lone Star State, go to texasfootball.com/subscribe.